Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today in this video, I will discuss how to calculate the total resistance, current and power of any series and parallel circuit. So let's get started. So here I am using one series circuit. It has two resistors R1 and R2. So in this circuit we will calculate the total resistance and total current and total power. So the first we will calculate the total resistance. What is the total resistance? This is series connection. The formula of series connection, the total resistance will be RT equal to R1 plus R2. In this circuit I am using two resistors R1 and R2. So that means RT equal to R1 plus R2. If we use 3 resistor, 4 resistor, 5 resistor, it depends on you. For example, if there are 5 resistors in this circuit, then it will be R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus R4 plus R5. So it depends the total number of resistors. So right now I am using two resistors R1 and R2. So that's why RT equal to R1 plus R2. What is the value of R1? 15 ohm. What is the value of R2? 25 ohm. So R1 equal to 15 and R2 equal to 25. So 15 plus 25 equal to 40 ohm. Now we have found what is the total resistance of the circuit. It is 40 ohm. You have to remember that in series circuit the total resistance will be R1 and R2, means you have to add all the R value. So this is for series circuit. So the next we'll calculate what is the current. What is the total current of this circuit? For that we have one formula. To calculate the total resistance, we no need to apply Ohm's law. But to calculate the current and power, so we have to use the Ohm's law. The Ohm's law is V equal to IR. V stand for voltage, I stand for current, R stand for resistor. Okay. So V equal to IR, here we have to calculate the current, means I, we have to calculate the I value. So V equal to IR, then I equal to V by R. I equal to V by R. Okay. Then we have the V value. What is the V value? 12 volt, means supply voltage 12 volt. Now what is the R? We calculated the R value, it is 40 ohm. So 12 divided by 40 equal to 0.3 ampere. Now we found the total current in this circuit, that is 0.3 ampere. So next we'll calculate the power. What is the total power of this series circuit? So to calculate the power, we have a formula. This is a power formula. P equal to I into V, or P equal to I square R, or P equal to V square by R. We can use any one out of three. So right now I am using the first one, P equal to I into V. You can use any one, then you will get the same result. I am using the first one, P equal to I into V. So what is the I? We already calculated. The I is equal to 0.3. 0.3. What is the V? V is 12. V equal to 12. So 0.3 into 12, you will get 3.6. What is the unit of power? Watt. So W stands for watt. Now we found what is the total resistance, current and power. Resistance 40 ohm, total current 0.3 ampere. What is the power? 3.6 watt of this series circuit. Okay, so here I'll discuss how to calculate total resistance, current and power of parallel circuit. So this is the parallel circuit. As you can see, the resistors are connected to the parallel. So same number of resistors I am using, R1 and R2, and the voltage also same, 12 volt. You can use the multiple number of resistors R1, R2, R3, R4. It depends up to you. So right now I am using two resistors R1 and R2. Now we'll calculate how to find the total resistance of this parallel circuit. So what is the formula of total resistance of parallel circuit? RT means R total equal to R1 plus R1 into R2 divided by R1 plus R2. So if you have a 4 resistor R1, R2, R3, R4, then it will be the R1 into R2 into R3 into R4 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus R4. So you have to remember that you have to multiply all R value on numerator and you have to add all R value to the denominator. So if you have a 4 number of resistor, you have to multiply R1, R2, R3, R4, then you have to add on denominator R1, R2, R3, R4. So right now I am using two resistor R1 and R2, so that's why it will be R1 into R2 divided by R1 plus R2. Then what is the value of R1? 15 ohm, 15 ohm. What is the value of R2? 25 ohm divided by what is the value of R1? 15 plus R2 25 equal to 15 into 25 equal to 375 divided by 15 plus 25 equal to 40. If you divide 375 by 40, so it will come 9.375 ohm. Now we found what is the value of total resistance. It is 9.375 ohm of this parallel circuit. So next we'll calculate the total current of this parallel circuit. So what is the formula to calculate the current? We'll use the Ohm's law, V equal to IR. So that means I will become V by R. So we know what is the V, equal to 12. We know what is the R, 9.375. Then we can calculate what is the I value. So V12 divided by R, 9.375. If you divide 12 by 9.375, you will get 1.28 ampere. So in this parallel circuit, the total current is 1.28 ampere. So next we'll calculate the total power of this parallel circuit. So this is the formula of power, P equal to IV or P equal to I square R or P equal to V square by R. You can pick any one. So right now I am using the first one, P equal to IV. If you use any one, you will get the same result. Okay. So P equal to IV. So we know what is the I equal to 1.28. Then we know what is the V equal to 12 volt. So 1.28 into 12, you will get 15.36 watt. So this is the total power of this parallel circuit. Thank you.